Alright, let me start off with a little analogy. Okay, you go out to eat with friends, you stuff your face, it's a buffet, it's a smorgasbord, you're eating all these different types of foods, you get done, you're super full, but obviously you have room for ice cream because you always have room for dessert. You turn to your friend, you say, hey man, let's go get ice cream, that sounds amazing, let's go stuff ourselves even more, let's go get some ice cream, but your friend says, oh, I can't get ice cream, man, I'm way too full, I ate way too much. Your friend, he's probably going to die of natural selection. And that's probably what you're going to do if you can't eat a calorie surplus without crying like a little girl. Completely joking, completely joking. I actually used to struggle eating in a calorie surplus when I first started working out. You just have to find the correct foods to eat, calorie-dense foods, because your body's struggling. When you first start working out, you're trying to eat in a huge surplus, and your body has to get used to that huge surplus. It has to get used to eating all these different types of foods, just like it has to get used to doing anything. But before I get into the video, I need you guys to do two little things for me. One of them is to press that red button. I think it has a word that says S on it, subscribe, something like that. I'm gonna need you to press that, and then also the like button, because that helps me out, and if you do it, complete both those tasks, I will personally write you a thank you letter, and perhaps I'll send it through snail mail. I'm gonna write the letter, tie it to a snail, give it your coordinates, and send it your way. After you finish those two things, let's get started with the video. I got some recommendations to make the videos a little bit shorter, so I'm gonna start making a couple shorter videos each couple of weeks, and then also a couple long ones to go along with that, because some people like the lifestyle type of thing, some people just like the informative videos. So with that being said, let's get started. Just want to say that I read an article the other day, and that is actually why I'm making this video. Because the article said, if you're lean bulking, you have to eat certain foods, and it said things like lean chicken, lean beef, salads, turkey, all vegetables, fruits, basically only healthy foods. And then it said, if you're dirty bulking, you're only eating like pizza, ice cream, basically just garbage foods in general. I just think that's a load of crap, because you can be lean bulking, you can hit your macros, and then also enjoy yourself and have a little bit of ice cream. Like, that's not going to do any damage to your physique. You're going to be perfectly fine. If you're still just in that small surplus, you're still just going to be lean bulking. It's basically what I'm saying is it's not all about the foods you eat. It's about the surplus you're in and the macros you're consuming each day. That being said, I think you should bulk based on your body type. I don't know if you know the different body types. Ectomorph, that is basically your very skinny friend. He has been skinny his whole life. It's very hard for him to gain weight. Then you have mesomorph. He's kind of like someone who can put on weight pretty easily, also gain. It's probably a friend that's most muscular, to be fair. He can put on weight easily, but he can also lose fat pretty easily. Then you have your stalky built friends, the big beefy guys, the power lifters, most likely. And that is your endomorphs. Okay, so if you're an endomorph, if you're dirty bulking, you're just going to put on loads and loads of fat, and that's obviously not ideal. Endomorphs, I would highly recommend lean bulking. Mesomorphs, still just lean bulking, but maybe even in that 500 calorie surplus range. If you are an ectomorph and you are having trouble putting on weight, it is okay to dirty bulk, in my opinion, because there's too many people out there who are struggling to gain weight, and they think eating completely lean is ideal, and it is. You should still be trying to eat leaner foods, but what I'm trying to say is, if you're that skinny guy and you can't gain weight, if you're eating a pound of salad for dinner and consuming what, 500 calories, that's not going to benefit you. You're not going to gain weight. What you need to be doing is trying to add unique type of things to your foods. Okay, so you make that salad, you add a ton of dressing on it, add ground beef, for instance. Like, you want to start switching foods out for switching calorie dense foods out for foods that aren't as calorie dense. For instance, ground beef for chicken. Basically a lot of things that are going to be a little bit higher in fat, but it's going to be things that are going to increase your total calories throughout the day. So if you are that skinny guy that can't gain weight and you need help putting on some size, try eating things like almonds, honestly just any type of nuts, peanut butter. Add these things to your shakes. If you need a mass gainer, that's okay, but I highly recommend getting your calories in from whole foods. So even things like oatmeal, but adding things to your oatmeal to make it more calorie dense, meaning like peanut butter or different types of fruits. Honestly, just anything in there that can get you to the next level of calories. My advice to you is to try your hardest to wake up as early as you possibly can and start getting your meals in early in the day, and just keep working to build and build on your surplus each week, each day, however you possibly can do it. Honestly, if you can eat small meals all throughout the day, that's perfectly fine, or even larger meals, like 1 or 2 or 3 larger meals throughout the day to get in that surplus, that's perfectly fine. You just need to be in the surplus in general. When I was having trouble bulking when I was a little younger, I would typically wake up for school. Well, I would wake up to work out around 5 in the morning, have my first meal, go to the gym around 6, get home from the gym, have a shake. I would throw some peanut butter and stuff in there. Throughout the day, I would eat like almonds, rice cakes. You kind of can use like progressive overload even with eating. Like each day, you just try and eat more and more, and then eventually your body's gonna start craving those extra calories, and it's gonna be a ton easier to be consuming them. I know this video is super short, but I hope it was kind of informing too. There's a lot of those skinny guys out there that are having trouble, and I hate when people say, I can't gain weight, I've been eating way too much. You need to track your macros, because more than likely, not more than likely, if you're not gaining weight, you're not eating as much as you think you are, and yeah, you're not gonna put on any significant size. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.